Kiss me, bitch. Kiss me right in the asshole. Then look into my eyes and say you don't want child support. That's the kind of girl I'm after.
That's what you
Woof.
want.
Savage.
Little baby.
That baby face is coming in and it's peaking.
Oh, it's peaking?
It's peaking
Is
at the
it?
maximum potential of being handsome and being childlike at the same time and youthful.
That's a good one. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm right. I'm right about this fucking shit, huh? Right about this NBA garbage.
What do you mean?
Dude, what do you mean? It's fucking, what is it? What's the fucking record right
It's
now?
3-2, man. Relax.
3 fucking
Relax.
2. What did I say? Who did you bet on?
Phoenix, baby. I'm
bet on
I'm
Phoenix.
still in on Phoenix.
Okay? So listen, Phoenix is going to go down and it's going to be the last cry for help for guys like Chris Paul. It's over.
Well, no, this is it for Chris Paul. If he doesn't, he might actually go. I think a couple more seasons, maybe. But
Yeah, but it's going to be downhill. You know what I
This
mean?
is
Like
his-
Vince Carter's last 3 seasons were shit. So, I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah, but Vince Carter and Chris Paul are two very different players.
Hold on. What I'm saying is all great players the last 3 seasons, except for an exceptional few, the rule is that last 3 seasons, they suck generally compared to their prime.
Sure, but Chris is already out of his prime. He's 36.
Okay, but
So whatever level he's playing at now was
he
not
might
his
he might
prime.
be out of his prime physically, but as far as productivity, he might still be in his prime is what I'm saying. Usually the last 3 years are not only not physical, but also in statistic wise, they're way off their prime. That's what I mean. Chris is not there statistically where you could see him and be like, okay, he's not an MVP or he's not like he's producing terribly this season
Right,
versus like last 2 seasons.
Keep
or
going.
whatever.
I'm just gonna move you. I don't like where that's pointing.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So, generally, when you look at guys like that, you know, you can either go 2 ways. It could either go the Carmelo way, where you do like 8 seasons, but you just you have this big ego and you went to this fucking team just to be the star, but you end up sucking nutsacks. You know what I mean? You end up not being that great, so you end up looking like you're not even that great of a fucking player.
The thing with Chris Paul is that he's already bounced around quite a bit in the last 6 years, right?
Yeah, but what's
been
the
at- he's
difference
been at 3, 4
between him?
teams.
What's the difference between him and a guy like Carmelo, though? They're both great players. Basically, got drafted at the same time. But Chris is a guy that even to today he has a TikTok. He's active,
Sure.
not only social media, but he's also active as his career.
Yeah.
Versus Carmelo, he's basically in the shadows of a Damian Lillard at best.
Well, I think you need to pick someone up who a better comparison might be like a Steve Nash maybe. But the problem with Steve Nash was at his end he got fucked with injuries and then he was just like Lakers. He barely played. I think he played like 5 games for Lakers. He signed on for like
Yeah,
3 years.
he was useless.
He didn't like he blew out his knee, so
Yeah.
whatever. But the thing is, CP3 is a point guard first and foremost. So at the end of the day, as long as he can still facilitate the play, he's still okay. Even if he's not dropping 20 or 30 per night,
But
teams will still take him on. But like, listen,
That's true.
as long as our other guys, as long as like in the Phoenix case, as long as Ayton and Booker are dropping 20, 30 a game, we're fine with that. As long as you can help facilitate them to do what they need to do.
But you know, Ayton's not like a really productive player.
He
Like
can be though.
he can be, but you can't build a
It-
team around can-bees.
Not even that. His usage rates are very low.
Okay, he's good off the ball, but doesn't mean he's productive or efficient. What I'm saying is this.
Well, that's the thing.
need-
He is efficient, but he's not productive because he doesn't get the usage to be productive.
Fair.
That's
fair,
what I mean.
Fair. So there's something wrong in the system, right? Because the Bucks aren't, you know, even though there's some games you miss or whatever, you
Yeah.
generally get the idea of you know, a team that went from the Big East, Big West to, you know, the finals.
Yeah.
Right? So you get how they play. They're not like the best managed team. They have like two not superstars, one like all around good player, and then you have Giannis. And then everybody else is pretty much either out of their prime or not good enough. Like Holiday by himself on a trade block is not very good.
Yeah.
But to that team, he's making Chris Paul look bad.
Holiday. So I was watching because I was trying to figure out why Chris Paul all of a sudden has just like been tanking this series because he was doing very well the previous 2 series with against Denver and then against Clippers. He was doing really well.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I think I saw a stat where in the previous 3 series, so like up until this series,
Yeah.
15 turnovers in total
Damn.
which is insane. And then in this series, as of I think game 3, he already had 7 just in that series.
Oof.
People were like, "What the fuck's going on?" And I was watching. I think what the Bucks did when they after game 2, or I think after game 1, what the adjustment that they made was that they had him being picked up from full court by Holiday.
Yeah.
So just all the way from full court. And so it seems to have done something because it's disrupted his flow, because all of a sudden you're talking about a guy that. And I was watching today's game. He was having issues connecting passes, creating space between him and his defender. So I think it might just be that age thing, like a bit too old, the physicality, and you're just getting pressed, and it's fucked.
You want my fucking input on this?
What?
I'll give you my fucking input right now.
What do you got?
It's one of two fucking things for Dr. Akbashlu, okay? I'm gonna fucking diagnose this motherfucker faster than fucking Iraq got invaded.
What do you got?
Listen, either it's that fucking tickly talk fucking TikTok shit that he's doing. Someone fucking told him that he sucks. It probably got to his head, and now he's thinking about how to get more followers on TikTok.
Maybe.
That's a possibility. Now, the other possibility is this. Mama Paul ain't getting no pussy, man. She's not giving nothing up during the playoffs. She's telling him, bring him the championship trophy or bring the ring or don't come at all, son.
Yeah.
And that's what's fucking with him. It's one or two things, man. It's Chris Paul.
You gotta figure some shit out, because man, they got close in this game. They got real close.
This is the dividing factor. It's like going from 3 to 4 is much easier than going from 2 to 4.
Oh yeah.
You know, changing that up is, I mean, it's all against you. You know,
well,
history's against you.
I mean, next game is literally, that's it. It's a must win.
Yeah.
Right? But the crazy part is these guys were up 2 on Milwaukee. And then Milwaukee just won 3 in a row.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to be the end result of this. I hope you don't lose money. But at the same time,
I'm already up. Even if I were to lose this bet, I would still be up.
You'd still be up? Then fuck you, bitch. Lose this bet.
Fuck you,
I
man.
want Giannis to win. I'm gonna go on record and say Giannis to win.
That.
You know,
we want
I was
Phoenix
just
in
trying
7.
to be nice and shit. Fuck Phoenix in 7, man. Phoenix hasn't won shit ever.
Neither has Milwaukee. Neither have.
Okay, but Milwaukee is like blue collar dudes, man. Phoenix is like where you go to retire and shit. You know what I mean? I have no respect for those people. They don't deserve it.
Fine.
You know, that's all I'm saying. So going from that to a topic I just brought up right now within the last 10 seconds in my head. People that deserve bad shit that happened. Can we go and say Conor McGregor deserved this
injury?
Can we say that, or is it too fucking soon?
We didn't even do a post UFC discussion.
We need to do it right fucking now, man. Listen, is Conor McGregor? This is the question. Does Conor McGregor deserve this injury? Now, I can go out on a limb and say nobody, even my fucking evilest enemies, deserve injuries or death. But karma is a cold bitch. She's not your friend.
No, what was that Justin said? Karma's not a bitch, it's a mirror. Yeah. That was fucking cold.
That was cold.
That was cold.
That was cold.
When I heard that, I was like, damn, dude, you just think of that right now? Because that's fucking, that's cold. I think it's true what he said, man. Karma's a mirror. That's all that is.
And off of a mirror, what you can't see when you're looking at your body in bodybuilding, for example, you can see your imperfections in a mirror. Yeah. And we saw Conor's imperfections.
100%.
When he doesn't have a good spit game, he's got nothing. He's kind of lost.
Yeah, that's true.
And another thing we understood is that this motherfucker's got weak ankles. Let's be honest.
He didn't break.
Not enough milk in Ireland or something.
He didn't even break the ankle though. You know what he actually broke his fucking legs.
Yeah, no, I know. It's not the ankle per se. It's above the ankle, like where your shin is. It's part of your shin that he broke.
He broke his
that.
tibia fibula.
But generally, a ghetto motherfucker is gonna say that's ankle.
Yeah, I understand. Especially the way that he broke it, like when you saw it.
Weak ass ankles. That's the first joke on like.
For sure.
So, what do you think, man? What do you think of this?
Listen, like you just said, I don't think he deserves the injury. I don't think anybody deserves an injury. But there were moments leading up to this that basically already had him. Like, this wasn't a surprise. Because from what I heard, he had already gone to see some orthopedic specialists in the States before the fight, during training camp. you're not gonna go see an orthopedic specialist for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Something's got to be wrong with you if you're doing that.
Right.
So whether you're already going through some shit, like you already got maybe people talking about speculating stress fractures or some fucking joint issues, I don't know what, but if you're gonna see an orthopedic specialist during your fight camp, something's up.
Yeah.
And the fact that he decided to continue on this fight, and if he knew, he must have known that leg was weak. Why the fuck are you throwing these leg kicks like you're trying to chop down a tree?
You want me to answer this, or is it rhetorical?
No, go ahead and answer that.
Fucking ego, man.
Yeah.
These guys, you think these guys are fucking geniuses?
No,
they're throwing
they're
limbs,
not.
son.
No, they're not.
How many of these dudes are like out of options?
I know.
Literally. That's why they came into the fight game to begin with. You got to understand, when these guys were starting up, UFC wasn't like it was today. UFC was some ghetto shit that people in like Louisiana and shit fucking watched, and they got horny over these dudes getting knocked the fuck out. That's how it really started.
But McGregor's not like that. He doesn't have the real need to actually fucking do this.
But that's another reason
It's
why
really-
he's
it's the
not
ego.
effective.
Yeah.
Right? He's not effective
Yeah.
because we see holes in what used to be his fucking medal of shining armor and shit, his shield, his fucking fortress of fucking skill.
Yeah.
One was just talking shit. Now, when you see a guy be inactive, not only does it affect his senses, physical senses, but his logical senses of how to talk and what would hurt and what wouldn't.
Yeah.
It just came out to be that Dustin made it sound way better.
Yep.
Every time Dustin's
Yep.
comebacks were short, sweet, to the
Yep,
point.
yep.
You got it. And honestly, I think if it wasn't for the ankle, Dustin would have a legitimate W over
I
this
think
guy.
so too. I think that was headed towards a finish for Dustin. We already saw it happen before the
Yeah.
break. McGregor
Absolutely.
McGregor was getting fucking pounded on. I don't think that would have ended well for him if it continued.
It kind of looked Khabib-esque.
Similar, yeah.
The way he was getting smashed.
The domination, yeah.
And the thing is like these guys, right? This is the shit that we were talking about, Trump and these politicians saying shit. It's one of the worst things to see as a fan or a follower of anything. When you see a guy say something but never get it done. Like,
Yeah.
you see him always say, I'm improving. We got the best guys around, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But he's like doing fucking grab ass at the park with that movement guy. Like, get the fuck
That
out
was
of here.
years ago, but I know
But
what
you
you're
know
talking
what I'm
about.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And now it's like, he's like, that's your fucking weakness. When you're on your back and the guy's smashing you, you have no answers.
Yeah.
Well, you would think 2 years ago when Khabib fucking did that to him, he would be like, all right, well, if I come back, that's the spot I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
We didn't see that 6
Not
months
at-
ago,
yeah.
and we didn't see that this
we
time.
we didn't see the improvement from the last time that Poirier and McGregor fought to this one. Not at all.
Yeah. So what's the logical thing to do right now? Like, if you were McGregor right now walking in his
Nate
shoes.
Diaz. You're fighting
Nate
Nate
Diaz?
Diaz? Yeah, you got to make another money fight. Hopefully. Nate Diaz, actually, remember, because we watched
Yeah.
Nate Diaz's last fight.
Yeah.
It looks pretty shit right now.
He looks really
Against
bad.
Edwards, not look great. I could see McGregor taking out Diaz again. Based on
Yeah.
how Diaz looked, I see McGregor coming back stronger than Diaz would on the next
Right
fight.
before Khabib humbled this guy's life,
Yes.
he actually looked good against Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I was on my buddy's
Is
birthday.
it that he looked good against Cowboy, or Cowboy was just past it? Or a bit of both?
Well, both, but I'm saying, like, as a fan, you were more hopeful for his future.
It's good music.
Hell yeah, it's good music.
We can use it.
Can we use it?
It's all free, baby.
Let's get this.
Yeah, so if he looks as good as he did against Cowboy again against Nate Diaz, yeah, he takes Nate Diaz.
He takes Nate. I say he takes Nate even now. But what I'm saying is, fuck all that. Let's get on to the real fucking Diaz fight.
What's the real Diaz fight?
Diaz
I
fucking
know.
versus
Lawler,
Lawler, baby.
I know.
Take me back
Nick
to 2004.
Nick Diaz and Lawler, man. When I saw that shit get announced, I'm like, holy fuck, what year is it?
Dude, this
I
brought
thought Lawler was out, actually. I didn't even
brought
realize
back
he was in.
a tear, not in my eyes,
In your
but
butt.
in my fucking heart, son. My arteries cried when I heard that shit. Okay, it was savage. When I saw that, I was like,
Couldn't believe it.
I thought Nick was done.
I thought Lawler was done. I thought he was out.
No. Okay, but Lawler never had that beef. Nick always had beef with Dana and everybody, so I was
True. I meant I thought Lawler was just out,
Oh,
of
okay, I
fighting.
see, I
I
see.
didn't think he was fighting anymore.
well, who's another big time guy that's out right now?
Condit.
Isn't fucking Homeboy out? Fucking Uberim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Dude, I want that guy to turn into fucking Uberim again. Just listen.
Can he even still? I know he's got the genetic potential for it, but can he still at his age become Uberim again?
How dare you? How dare you?
Because
never.
When he was Uberim, he
Listen,
was like 23.
Listen, I'm gonna.
That was the K1 days.
No, he wasn't 23, and it wasn't the K1 days. When he was in Uberim, he was in.
Yeah, the K1 Pride days, because he would do both at the same time back in those days.
Okay, but he wasn't. He was Uberim near the end of that, and early UFC days. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because Uberim came when he was fighting Brock. That's the name. That's where the name originated from, right? So when was that? That was later.
That was the Brock fight.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
But he was thick boy back in his early days.
Possibly, but what I'm saying right now is, at any age, you never doubt the Sazuli.
I guess
the
man.
Sazuli always.
I guess.
When the wife leaves, I'm gonna narrow this music down so I can say this properly for you bitch asses. When the wife leaves and the kids forget your name, the Sazuli.
Oh yeah, Sazuli always comes back.
You pin your ass. The next day, your calves start becoming more vascular, and then you know everything's good. So what happened this week, man? Let's go into a little bit of good shit this week. My boy over here has some positive vibes that doesn't want to really talk about it, but it's all good. It's just good news, you know. Good news.
It's good things this week.
Good things this week, yeah, definitely. Let's go into something a little bit dirty, man.
What do you got?
A little bit fucking dirty.
What do you got?
So.
Oh, are we just gonna skip current events?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Why, you want to talk about something?
No, there's like the quick. I mean, I know you don't know much, but Cuba.
I don't know, Dick. Go on though.
Cuba's going through some shit, man. Their people are fucking revolting. They're fucking marching the streets. They're fucking crying out for help. The situation in Cuba's been pretty fucking bad the last year and a half, mainly because of Corona, but also because the problems that they had before the pandemic were already kind of building. The fact that Castro was gone, and then like the country was in a bit of disarray, and then as soon as the pandemic hit, shit just got worse. So similar to Venezuela, you remember what happened to Venezuela?
Yeah,
resources were like getting fucked, and inflation was they were going through hyperinflation.
Yeah,
people couldn't find fucking food, medicine, all these things. So Cuba's going through a bit of that right now, and coupled with the fact that they're still struggling with COVID.
Right.
People that basically have had enough. So they're on the streets. You can see the fucking photos there.
One thing I can say about Cuba, though, is their medical system is far superior to Argentina by tenfold.
No more. It was.
Maybe, but what I'm saying is the bounce back from this won't be as hard, won't be as tough, won't be as long.
If they get the resources that they need, yeah. But if they don't, then they're gonna be in a bit of trouble.
They have to get help.
That's what they're asking for. The problem is that they can't get help from the States because of the fucking embargo. So unless President Biden says, you know what, fuck the embargo, then they can't legally give them help. Yeah,
but do you think it's Biden saying fuck the embargo, or is it fucking the Pentagon calling him on a fucking
100% Pentagon? Because don't forget that it was Obama and Biden back when Obama was president that started the steps to get towards releasing that embargo. I remember Obama at one point was like, hey, we're gonna start looking at removing that. No, it's not gonna be like a night and day thing, but we're gonna start like allowing things.
Hashing out the beef.
And then Trump came in and was like, fuck all that.
Back Here's to the 70s. Another wall and another embargo with Mexico. Here we go.
Basically. So
let's try to start that.
So Cuba's in some shit. They need our help.
They need our help,
hopefully
man.
They get it, man.
They have a GoFundMe. I'm not even trying to lie.
Not a GoFundMe, but yeah, they got a bunch of shit you can send money over.
Yeah, so send if you're feeling, what's that fucking name for people who like to
charitable
donate? No, but it has
philanthropy.
Yeah. You want to be a philanthropist?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be a philanthropist? Philanthropist.
Yeah.
Philanthropist.
Yeah.
You want to be a fucking philanthropist? Fuck! Forget it, dude. Forget it.
If you want to be a philanthropist, please donate. Donate to the cause.
There you go.
Philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
It's okay, man. You're gonna see like the progression over time.
Yeah.
Like how you get better.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Maybe.
I don't know. I was reading that book that you showed me, and I just random page, and like that's a good Dan Brown's good to read. It's gonna
Yeah.
Open up.
The crazy thing about that book is like, one thing I forgot, you know, I read for if I have to read for school,
Sure. Most
right?
people
Most of
do.
the time, because with work and shit, you only got so much time.
It's true. I mean, yeah, it's school that kills it. Because
Yeah.
like with work, I have way more time to do to read now with work than I ever did before.
Yeah.
Because school's a weird one. Because it's like, why read that book if you could read the thing that'll
This
help
other
you?
book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll help you fucking
Yeah.
study, right?
Yeah. But once I started reading that, I realized I forgot about a big portion of what reading is.
Which is
The visual effects in your brain.
oh yeah,
You're just playing a fucking
yeah,
movie, basically.
yeah. That's right.
And it's vivid.
Yes.
And the more you understand, the more vocabularies you understand, the more vivid it becomes.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a trip at the end. But yeah, man.
That's good, man.
Let's wrap this bitch up, man. Let's
Yeah,
wrap this fucking
sure,
bitch
okay.
up. Let's wrap this bitch up. Tell us about some things you learned this week, man. Some things you learned this week that would surprise us. Give us one. If you don't have one, I'll save you from one, man.
Go ahead, save me from.
I'll save you from one. I knew this. I knew this day was gonna come.
one.
It's never fucking too late to improve, and it's never too late to see the effects of improvements. You know, look at my dumbass trying to read books at 28. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Trying to read books at 28. All right, this motherfucker is 10 years old. Read better books to me and shit. But does that make me give up?
No.
Fuck no. You know what that does?
What?
It just makes me want to be even better, man. Be even better. And that's the fucking motto we're going with this week. Be even better, you bitches. Follow us.
Funny
on
but foul.
TikTok. Funny But Foul Podcast on Instagram. Funny But Foul on YouTube. And shout out to these motherfucking stem chocolates, man. I'm going to go in for a little bit right now. And I'm going to say I had a mad trip last week. And that trip made me realize that I got to snap out of this and change my ways. Now, whether or not I have any of these brain mental disorders or not, that alone was worth it, man. That was worth it. And we're going to leave it at that. Peace.